guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my predictions for night 1 of WrestleMania 37, which is happening tonight as of the time I'm recording this. So we're only going to do the shows for night 1, and then tomorrow night I'll do night 2. Well, tomorrow I'll do night 2 before it happens, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So, the first match we're going to talk about is one that has only been added a couple of days ago. A tag team turmoil match between Lana and Naomi. I'm trying to think to get this right. Lana and Naomi, Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke, the Riot Squad, and Natalya and Tamina. So, those are the teams. The winners face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler for the women's tag titles on night 2 of WrestleMania. I mean, I have to be honest, they've thrown this in last minute to get the women's tag titles booked on the show. What does that tell us? There's just, why should we care? You know, they had nothing at the start for them. They've just thrown this in, so realistically, why should we care about it? To be honest, I don't care. I would like to see Riot Squad win. This one is going to be a complete guess because there's been no build-up, there's been no hype, there's nothing to tell you. You know, there's nothing where you can say, oh, maybe think they're sort of leaning this direction. There's nothing there. So I think the only thing that's putting me in a direction is Lana has been put through so much. Nia Jax must have put her through like 100 announce tables by now. So I'm going to pick Naomi and Lana to win this match and then face Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler on night 2. And we'll get to that match when we come to it, whoever they face. I suppose there's no point in predicting a match that might not happen, but yeah, there's not too much to say about this. My pick for this match is Naomi and Lana. So the next match we're going to talk about is Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon in a steel cage. Now, pretty simple, I think. The simple outcome would be Braun Strowman wins. Braun Strowman has to win, and here's why. If Shane McMahon loses, it doesn't hurt him at all. You know, he can disappear for 6 months and come back on a random episode of SmackDown. Nobody's gonna care. If Braun loses, Braun is you know, he performs every week. He is talent in the company. He's a wrestler. Shane's not a wrestler anymore. Shane's a booker. You know, Shane doesn't need to be there on every show. Braun is going to be used and used and used. And if he loses this, that knocks him so far down the ladder where he doesn't need to be. And then you have to build him back up again. For what? If Shane wins, what's Shane going to do with this? Shane's not going to do anything. If Shane wins, he disappears for 6 months. If Shane loses, he disappears for 6 months. It makes absolutely no difference. So, a loss hurts Shane. No, a loss hurts Braun a lot more than it hurts Shane. So I think the only logical outcome here is Braun Strowman has to win this match. And that is my pick. I'm going for Braun Strowman to beat Shane McMahon inside the steel cage. The next match is for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It is the New Day versus AJ Styles and Omos. And again, AJ Styles is a solo competitor, right? Omos is a big, massive bodyguard. There is no need to put the tag titles on either of them. If you put the tag titles on AJ Styles, that is you saying, we've run out of ideas, we don't know what to do. Because a couple of years ago, he was WWE champion. He was in the world title picture every week. US title was even good. Last year, he had one of probably the match of the year, in my opinion, at WrestleMania. Undertaker in a Boneyard match. That match was quality. So, this year he's in a tag title match. I think that just says it all. New Day, quality tag team champions, probably some of the best tag team champions of, you know, the last decade. You know, New Day, absolute madness of a team. And as much as people will say I'm sick of New Day winning the belts, I'm sick of New Day being tag champions, it works. It makes sense. If they're going to lose to another tag team, then fair enough. But if you're going to lose to a singles competitor and his bodyguard, I just think that's a bit stupid. You know, that's on par with the time Braun Strowman won the tag titles with a child out of the crowds. Like, there's no need. And I think in a way it hurts the New Day too. Omos has never fought a match. He's been AJ Styles' bodyguard. He's just going to walk in and pin the New Day. Now, Omos, if you've seen him, absolute tank of a man. He's massive, like. So he can go in there and squash people, but I just don't think it's the right move. And for me, I know it's been done loads of times. I don't like it. I don't like the tag titles being on two people who have just teamed up this once. I want them on a proper tag team. So I'm going to be picking the New Day to win this one. Next up, we've got Cesaro versus Seth Rollins. Now, I think this is going to be a good match. Obviously, you look at the other matches on the card. You've got steel cage matches. You've got title matches. You've got multiple person matches. This is a regular one-on-one singles match, but I still think that's going to be good because Cesaro, fantastic wrestler, great technical wrestler. Obviously Rollins is unbelievable as well. That's why he's at the top. You know, he's up there. And this whole gimmick he's had going on, the Monday Night Messiah thing, I think it's good. You know, he comes in, he's this guy, he just thinks he's God. He thinks he's the best. He thinks there's no one or nothing above him. It's brilliant. Cesaro's come in, he's like, mate, I'm gonna knock you down a peg, like. So, you know, obviously Rollins took some time off whenever Becky Lynch was, you know, pregnant with their child. Now that that's all done, Rollins is back. Unfortunately, we haven't seen Becky yet. It'll be nice to see her make a return soon. We haven't seen her in about a year, just under a year. So maybe it's just over a year actually. I think it is over a year now. But yeah, I think the right choice is Rollins because Cesaro's a bit in and out the last couple of years. You know, he had that spell a while ago where he was US champion and he looked solid. He's done so many great things. Even the tag team with Tyson Kidd was very good. Now he's sort of in and out of things. He'll do a little bit, then he'll take a step back, and he'll do a little bit, and he'll take a step back. Whereas Rollins, he has the opportunity here to just go up and up and up and, you know, go a long way with this Monday Night Messiah gimmick. So my pick for this match is going to be Seth Rollins. I think we need to make him look stronger and just let him keep moving up, as I said. So picking Rollins for this one. So the next match is going to be Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus The Miz and John Morrison. Bad Bunny is a rapper, I believe. Now originally this was supposed to just be Bad Bunny versus The Miz in a one-on-one match. Since then, Damian Priest got added into it with Bad Bunny, so naturally John Morrison's going to team up with The Miz for this one. And do we even need to read into it that much? If you know anything about WWE and WrestleMania and celebrities at WrestleMania, Bad Bunny is winning this one. Celebrities always win at Mania. Celebrities always win at WWE. You know, even if you look at the last Saudi Arabia show, Tyson Fury beating Braun Strowman. I think it was even by countouts, but it didn't matter. He still had to win. You know, they can't pay them this money, I suppose, to come in and lose. So they have to build them up and they have to just give them everything. So simple enough one, I think. And I suppose it's a case of like he can win and leave, and the Miz can just go on with what he's doing, keep going about his life. So yeah, I think it's a pretty obvious outcome. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest to win this match. We then have Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm excited about this one. I'm looking forward to it. I can see the outcome already. It's been built up. Bianca Belair, I think, is going to win this one. She's been built up as a great face. Sasha obviously goes into this as the heel. Bianca's been built up as a brilliant face. Fans love her. Had that little rivalry with Bayley. Even before the Women's Royal Rumble started, everybody was saying, fans were saying, hopefully Bianca Belair wins this one. I want to see Bianca Belair win. She is hot right now. Everybody is hyped about her. All the buzz is around her in terms of the women's division. She won the Royal Rumble, and now she's at WrestleMania challenging Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and everybody's going to want to see her win. And I think WWE have built her up so much that she is going to win. So here's the thing, in this predictions video, I'm gonna go for who I want to win over who I think is gonna win, right? Out of the women's division, my two favourites are Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, right? So I'm picking Sasha. I want Sasha to win, but I want to make this very clear right now. I am more confident that Bianca Belair will win, right? We have this on record. You've seen it. I've said Bianca Belair will win, but I'm going to pick Sasha Banks because I want to see her win, right? I know that's sort of cheating in a two-person match. I've picked both. I want to see Sasha win purely because I like her more. If it was anybody else, like, I've nothing against Bianca Belair. I'm just a mad Sasha Banks fan. If it was anybody else, you know, if Bianca was facing, I don't know, Nia Jax, I'd be like, yeah, Bianca has to win this. I'm picking her because of the build-up. But I'm going Sasha Banks. I want to see her win, but I know Bianca Belair is going to win it. And now I think this is going to be the big one. To be fair, there are rumours that the Women's Championship might main event, but I think this is more likely to be the main event. We've got Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Now, I just want to say first, Lashley has been built up brilliantly. He looks like a tank. He looks like a beast. He is running through everybody. Everybody fears the almighty Bobby Lashley. Obviously, they put the title on The Miz. He cashed in Money in the Bank over Drew McIntyre purely just so Lashley could win the belt, which is fair enough, because then now they can save this match for WrestleMania, which they've done, which is Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre won the title at Mania last year, and why would he win it again? Well, here's the thing. Last year was the first year of COVID, and there was no fans at all at anything. WrestleMania was pre-taped in the Performance Center, all that. This year they have 25,000 fans at each show, so each night. So I think Lashley's going in as champion. I'm going for Drew McIntyre to win it, because Drew McIntyre's had such a journey. It was such a big thing last year when he won the title, and he didn't get the pop from the fans. So I think this year they're going to think, we've got some fans back, let's give Drew his moment all over again in front of a live crowd. So I think that is the way it's going to go. I wouldn't be against it, so I'm picking Drew McIntyre to win the WWE Championship in this match. So that is it, lads. That is my predictions for night 1 of WrestleMania 37. If you want to see me do the predictions for night 2 tomorrow, make sure you drop a like on the video, sub to the channel so you know whenever that video comes out. Hopefully it's going to be a good show. If I could pick like a surprise moment I'd love to see, I think I'd go Becky Lynch coming back would be nice, and I think it's possible. And if I want to go completely off the scales, wild card, I want to see the main man, John Cena, make an appearance, but he said himself that it won't be possible this year, so I wouldn't be holding my breath on that. But we'll come back. If I do the predictions for night 2 tomorrow, we'll maybe have a quick look back at and see how I done in terms of both nights. Did I do well, or did I get them all wrong? We'll see how I do on night 1, lads. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, guys. Cheers.